Hey everybody, welcome to Endless Wonder. Today is actually the last Endless Wonder episode together with Shy and I. A lot of changes coming through for 2021. Nothing bad, all
Yeah.
growth and positivity. Do you want to explain a little bit, Shy?
Yeah. So we just decided that these 2 long, beautiful years that we've had with Endless Wonder had really like built us up as individuals. And we got to a point where we're like, for us to just basically continue to grow, it might be best for us to go our separate ways. So change is good. And what we decided to do is that one, with this YouTube channel, it's still going to be existing. However, it's going to have a different name. It'll be under my writer name, which is Obaasan. So I will still continue posting. We have a website, Endless Wonder, that will still be up, and there will be changes to that in the future. But there's still going to be a current blog. So if you were following that or very interested in that, you could check that out at www.endlesswonder.com. And same with the Instagram. We still have the Instagram up, but sooner or later as well, that's going to have some changes to it. But I mean, it's all good. It's for good reasons, for growth and just to become more of the person that we want to become.
Exactly. Growth and expanding because you're not the same person. We're not the same people that we were 2 years ago when we started.
Yeah.
And it's nothing bad, nothing with malice, nothing at all. We're going to be still supporting each other, but just we excel in different parts. So might
Mm-hmm.
we'll push that and have as much creative freedom as
Yeah.
I guess like you can say with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just really excited and I'm still gonna tune in to Endless or the new web or the new name for YouTube for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then new blogs we'll be having on our website. So little by little, you'll see a little bit of Shy and myself working together and separately.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. I feel
Yeah,
good.
same here. Change is good. It's like, it's the timing of it was perfect too, because it's like right at the beginning of 2021, like right at the very beginning.
Exactly. I think the first video we posted was like on January 2nd or something. And today's
Yeah,
January 3rd.
because
So
today, what's today? Oh, like the third. But basically, it's basically the same timeline too. So a legit like 2 years.
exactly. Yeah, but no, like I loved it. We learned and learned and grew. So on to bigger and better things for sure. And on that topic, what do you think, or do you want to share just so we can keep the tradition of like our yearly goals and everything? Like, what are some of the most like things that you're aiming for this year? What are your goals? What do you have in mind that you want to
Mm.
focus on?
So my main goal is to move into a 2 bedroom, 2 bath apartment by July 31st, 2021. Whenever I talk about it, I have to be specific, um, so I can keep that, running in my head. So that's my main goal. So everything that I'm gonna do has to evolve around that. And with that being said, for me to be able to move, I have it in my mind that I have to save up a certain amount of money. I'm on track right now, so I'm happy. And I have less than 6 more months to go, so I have to make sure that I kind of keep my temptations under control and everything, to where I make sure that I need to pay my goals first before I start paying all this other stuff or spending money on other stuff. Um, so those two are like my main priorities, is to move and to save for me to be able to move. However, I do have like small little things. For example, there are some certain habits that I want to make sure I keep implementing and making sure that it's a concrete habit, basically. So I'm building some new habits. I want to keep up with my writing. I want to understand myself as a creator. So I mean, right now I still don't 100%. I'm still not 100% sure how I am going to go forward with the YouTube channel, but sooner or later I know I'll find my purpose and see what's going on and what it is to me to be a YouTuber, I guess. And then I know the second half of the year after I move, I am going to work. I'm going to start marketing my book, like really dive into the Child's Play market and push that out. I'm also planning on buying myself a pole. And so I want to get into pole dancing. I want to learn. Yes, that's my book. It makes me so happy. So I really can't. And thank you for buying that. It's really cool to see someone hold my words. So yeah, so I want to get into pole dancing later this year, and with that, I want to get into flexibility and getting in shape. And then lastly, there was one other thing. I don't remember, but yeah, pole dancing and marketing my book later, and yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah, for sure. What I wanted to say or comment, I think like with the YouTube, like little by little, you'll just like find the path that you want to go to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
trial and error type of thing.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean that's life though. You just try
Mm-hmm.
things out, it either works or you learn.
Yeah. And
So,
then when I move too, it'll be a lot, I feel like it'll be a lot easier because I'll have my little space. And I'm already thinking about ideas, like when I have my little space, how I'm going to design it. Like I was telling my mom today that with the bed, I probably will try to get like one of those Japanese beds where you put down and you put up every single day. So it can be put away,
okay,
because I want to dedicate my room more so for like pole dancing and like just having a creative space. So we'll see. But like, yeah, when I move, I know I'll have more. I know I can do it now, but it's going to be different when you have your own space. You know, you don't have to be outside or you don't have to be around people. So I'm excited for that.
for sure, for sure. I love my room. I call it my cave, and it's just
Exactly.
like my own little area where no matter like even it's like it's still my apartment, but it's like the living room's like a different area, and we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm safe, you know.
Yeah.
So I agree. I agree. I remember we were supposed to take belly dancing classes, but then Rona happened. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch like YouTube videos and try to like
Exactly.
learn. I know for sure
Honestly.
like there's like a couple projects that I have this year that I just want to learn on YouTube and see. I want to build this one like a little house so that
Oh.
they have like somewhere else like more beds and stuff, and just like I love to get dirty in like arts and crafts type of stuff, so maybe I'll have somebody else build it but I'll decorate it, you know, like
Yeah.
type of thing. But all right, so for myself, like this year, I'm really just focusing on growth and health, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Like for
Yeah.
myself, like I'm at a place, and I feel like I've been talking about this a lot, but I love my job, and like I, even though it pisses me off sometimes, and I'm like so stressed, but like I'm generally getting better at it, and now I'm at a place where like I want to grow in both my position, and it's been helping me grow emotionally and mentally as well, just to accept
Mm-hmm.
like new challenges and not let things get the best of me. So I'm definitely very very excited about that. So a huge goal is to, and I'm putting it out there, and I've already been talking to people, and like part of me is like, are you just gassing me up because you're my friend and like you
Mm-hmm.
like me? But
Mm-hmm.
and the other side is like, if a lot of people are telling me I'm gonna do good in this position, like it's probably for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
So I really want to step up to be a team captain, and I
Mm-hmm.
know if it comes with a pay raise, and even if it doesn't, like it's completely fine. And then just grow. Right now, I'm a senior banker. I'm gonna be an executive banker by the end of the year, and I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna work my butt off this year, and just accomplish as much as I can. So definitely, my work is extremely important to me, and like I had a time where like it was really stressing me out. And it's like every job is going to stress you out, you know? Even if it's like I don't know, like minimum wage, it's gonna be stressful because it's like your body hurts. And this one is like I'm so thankful that I'm able to like take care of myself and my family, but then I'm just mentally drained. So it's like little things. So for sure I want to grow in my job. I actually have like I wrote it down everything. So in my job, and then like I'm putting it out there too, like financially, like I want to pay off my car. That's been like a goal that I've been having for like I think this is like my second year, and each time I get closer and closer to it. So just I'm not gonna give up, you know, because I didn't accomplish it last year. It's like okay, I'm just gonna be in debt, or I don't know. I'm just saying that. And then emotionally, and I just want to be able to have more self-love, I guess, and more self-acceptance, because I know I'm extremely negative on myself, and I've been working on that, because negative or constructive criticism works, but not to the point where sometimes I do it and I just put myself down. Like, I have to be hard on myself, as in, like, have high expectations, but I'm also not going to not give myself credit for the things that I've already done, you know? And for sure, just be healthy. I want to move, and I'm gonna put it out there, you know. I want to move to Washington, and I've been looking at loft apartments, and they're so beautiful, and I'm so excited because I've gone to Washington and I love it. So I'm ready to be in, like, outdoors, and that's one of my main goals, just to be outside more, because I work from home and I love my room, so I don't really leave outside. So I don't know. I just that, and like with how we're splitting up endless and everything, I want to be more creative, dedicate more time to that. Definitely write more because I'm going back to school, so I'll have my English classes again that, like, push me to write. So that, and just be creative. I want to create clothes, and I'm just gonna make clothes that I want to wear. And I know once you create, like, a passion project that you put your heart and soul into it, you'll find other likewise people that also like that. So we'll see about that. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this year. And, like, I know you can't go outside and stuff or go out, but I honestly don't even mind it anymore. How do you feel about that?
I like it. Honestly, I feel like it was very helpful for me, especially because before COVID had hit, I was diving into like a active nightlife and just always going out and meeting a lot of people, which I'm grateful because I met a lot of interesting people and it's good to network. Um, but I feel that my mental wasn't fully set in stone. It was still growing. And because I was still growing mentally and figuring out myself, I feel like it's very easy to be influenced by other people and kind of lose your identity. So I low-key felt like I was going through that. So when COVID had happened to where a lot of things are very restricted,
Mm-hmm.
it brought me back to my focus and who I am. And just, it really slowed me down a little bit. And because of this, I mean, now I feel that I am for sure prepared and ready to move this year. Like, there's no buts or ifs or anything. Like, it's going to happen. I'm going to get this place for my family and myself. And I feel that if, say, we didn't have these restrictions or I wasn't going through, I mean, it's unfortunate that COVID has impacted and took a lot of lives, but if it wasn't because of this opportunity of slowing shit down for myself, I probably wouldn't have the mindset and the drive to make this change. So I like it. It just brought me back to who I am. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like at first I was like, like, it's hard to not even hard, it's just like getting used to something new. But now I'm like, I generally already am a homebody, so I feel like maybe it affects outside body. I don't know how you
Mm-hmm.
say opposite of homebody, but I don't know. I think I like it too, and it's just really gonna make me work on myself, because it's like, who am I with 24/7 besides my
Mm-hmm.
cat, just
Mm-hmm.
myself. So I don't
Exactly.
know, I really like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it just, like, pushed us to appreciate your family and little things, because I know, like, really, like, the only time I ever really leave is, like, grocery shopping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, it's a treat to go outside and just do something else. But at the same time, like, I love my house, and, like, if any, but then I think about, like, if you're the people that are not in, like, a happy environment and all that sort of stuff. But
Yeah, it's very, everyone's reality right now is different, and it's like, I'm grateful for how I'm going through. I'm grateful that I have the privilege to live somewhere that I don't have a domesticated relationship. I have my mom, I have my brother. It's just us, that I am still able to work, luckily. And I have been healthy. I mean, yeah, I've had some issues health wise, whatever, but my mom's alive, I'm alive, my brother's alive. So I'm very grateful for that. But I know it's like, not everyone can say the same. And it sucks for that reason. My heart goes out for them, but
Exactly.
life.
Yeah, it just knowing that other people go through that, it just makes me that much more grateful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
And
just
so,
mhm,
go ahead.
and just appreciative in general.
Exactly. So, yeah. I mean, one of my end goals, like years from now, is just to be in a situation where I'm able to really give back to other people. Like, and I know I can do that with my words and I can do that with my writing. And for that reason, I have to push that even harder. But I mean, when I'm financially stable, when my family's stable, when I know that they're good, they're covered, then I know that I one day will like to figure out a way to give back to my community, or like a community next, or whatever the case might be. So, I mean, because yeah, not everyone is as privileged as I was gonna say as you, but I'm talking about me. So not everyone is as privileged as me, even though I know there are more people who are more privileged than I am. But I do want to try to help the people who are more unfortunate, I guess,
Mhm.
if that's the term.
Definitely, I agree. I agree. So I don't know, just hopefully things get better. My friend, I was talking to her and she told me that her grandpa got COVID and he was like this close to not making it, but he got the
Mhm.
vaccine and he recovered. Like so
Oh, nice.
yeah, so that was the first story that I heard of like somebody personally that got it. And so they said that he couldn't breathe, this is and that, and like literally minutes after, like he like came back to life pretty much. And
Interesting. After he took the vaccine.
and he's an older, he's like 76, I think she told me, like on the older side. So they're fine and he's almost getting out of the hospital. So if
That's good. That's amazing.
yeah, definitely. So if it's this is going to be something that's going to help everyone, then definitely great. But at the same time, I feel like we should keep some of the restrictions. Like people now, I'm like I'm always going to wear a mask, or just like little things that I'm like people were too close together,
Mm.
or there's no need. I don't know, little
No,
things like that.
I have last week I was watching a lot of little documentaries or just like videos about AI and all this weird stuff. So I there's like these group of people, like the main thing that they do is just hide their identity. So even before COVID hit, they will wear masks and wear sunglasses and just like very extra out. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I'm like, yes, those are my people. And so like I low-key want to like when I go out, like minus the mask because it's kind of mandatory, but now I'm wearing like the shades and stuff. You can't see my face at all, and I love it.
Who I am.
So I think I'm gonna keep doing that when I go out.
For sure, when you wear sunglasses and the mask, it's
Yeah,
who are you?
exactly. Even though no one's even paying attention to me from the beginning, but I just feel like I'm
You're like
somebody.
I'm incognito, nobody's looking at me.
Don't look at me. And no one's looking at me, but it's okay. It's a fantasy I live and I like it.
That makes me think of like a fedora hat with like a trench coat and like glasses.
Don't give me ideas. Please do not give me ideas. Like, I'm about to go add that to my Amazon basket right now.
Dude, I've been doing another thing that I'm working on this year is budgeting because
Hmm.
mama likes to treat herself and I'm spoiled. And I'm just like, oh, I want it by now, or like little things like that. But now I'm like holding myself to a budget, and like so I've been sticking to it for a couple of weeks. So I'm like, all right, this is good. But a really big thing where I spend my money is at the grocery store.
Hmm.
Groceries are so expensive. So
Hmm.
I just need to figure out a better system, or I don't know, because
I have a question for you. And then I'll answer my question after. So when you go grocery shopping, do you eat all of the things, or is there a lot of stuff that you end up throwing away?
No, we don't really throw food away. Like, if
That's
anything,
good.
if we throw it away, it's like if we ate it and didn't fully finish it. Like, if I buy like a salad and maybe I only ate half of it, but I hate throwing away food because I
Okay.
pay for it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. So no, we don't really throw food away at all.
The reason the reason why I asked that, well, my answer to that is that wait, I'm gonna wait for this thing to pass by.
Where are you? Can you come here, please? Can you come here, Noma?
All right. So like the reason why I ask that is because say for example, I'll spend a lot of money on groceries and then a lot of times say a lot of some things or a good amount of things I forget that I have it and it goes bad and like just I don't eat every single thing I buy and I want to work on that because I feel like I'm overspending on groceries because I think I need it, but then I end up not even eating it or using it. And then that's something that I need to fix because if ideally if I just bought the things that I was really gonna eat or just basically buy to eat or whatever, I think I would spend a lot less than me thinking like, oh, we need groceries for the house. Let me just shop. Let me get this. Because there's a bread, for example, I bought bread the other day and I still have not opened it. And it's been about like 2 weeks.
Mm.
So things like that. And
What
that's a
are the
waste of money and that's a waste of food. So
Definitely. What are the groceries that you see yourself throwing away or not eating as much? Do you see a pattern?
I think I see a slight pattern like bread for example. I because I guess well yeah bread um and I don't know I could say some vegetables like if I buy fresh vegetables like recently I've been trying to get bagged vegetables that you put in the freezer because they're about $1 or so
Mm-hmm.
and it lasts because they're in the freezer. But maybe I could do that with fresh vegetables, just put in there. But vegetables, it used to be fruits, but now I have been doing a lot more smoothies. So I've been eating them and using them. Um, but I want to say mainly like sandwich meat and stuff like that. And I think it's like it's random,
I,
honestly.
I have a lot of the same ones that's what we end up throwing out. For me,
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed I used to buy like yogurt cups and
Mm-hmm.
like half of, let's say it comes in like eight, like four of them would be left over. So
Yeah.
I stopped getting those and I started getting like little yogurt, little mini shanks. And so those we actually drink. So I'm like, okay, that for sure. Bread is also
Mm-hmm.
like another one that I feel like sometimes I buy too, or I buy a lot of like sweet bread as like little like little mini carrot muffins or banana bread, or I bought gingerbread and that one I didn't like, so I was like it
Mm-hmm.
kind of went bad. So that I feel
Yeah.
like those, and then my mom buys a lot of fruits and vegetables and I'm not that big on fruits and vegetables, so
Mm-hmm.
unless she makes it, then my brother and I don't really eat it, but she's been like cutting down on how much she buys that.
That's good. Yeah, like I guess that's one thing to pay for me that I need to pay attention to. Um, because I don't want to throw them out or just like waste a lot of money and waste a lot of food. And one thing with food, I want to try not fully, but I do want to try to cut down on like processed food or processed meat.
Mm-hmm.
And explore a little bit more with meat based meat.
Alternative
Yeah, or not meat based, but like plant based meat.
plant-based alternative.
Um, yeah. And so I don't know like how often, how much, but that's something I want to try to do. I'm working on.
Yeah, you can start little by little because I know I've tried like different plant alternatives, and like if I buy tofu, I know I'm not going to stick to it. Like I'll
Mm,
probably make it like one time and then just kind of like forget about it.
yeah,
One thing that I really like that's plant-based is soy chorizo,
from
and
Trader Joe's.
from Trader Joe's, and it's so good. I make that with eggs, and I'm like, oh, I just heat up tortillas, and it's like little breakfast sandwiches, or not sandwiches, burritos.
I remember you introducing me to that, and I love it. And I had my mom try it. She loves it too. It's really good.
And it doesn't taste like it's plant-based, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things, sometimes I'm like, I tried, but I don't know. I accidentally bought vegan cheese slices, and you don't even
Oh,
notice. So,
really?
mhm.
Do you still have it? Like, would you be able to take a picture of the brand and send it to me?
I unpack them and I have them in a little thing, but they're from Trader Joe's. And
Uh,
yeah, it just says vegan plant-based alternative. I don't know. I'll find them and I'll send you a picture. But
Thank you.
yeah, most of the things I get from the Joes. I'm just used to going there. So I
Nice, nice.
like it. So
All
yeah.
right.
I mean, I see a lot of growth and development for
Mm,
2021. And I feel like personally for myself, like the older that I get and the more experiences and everything, the more that I'm like finding myself and who I really
exactly.
am. And
Mm-hmm.
just I'm always very authentic to myself. So
Mm-hmm.
just this year I want to continue doing that, and
Exactly.
grow, really stay close to the friendships that I value. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not one of those people that has a million friends, but the
Mm-hmm.
friends that I have are like, like right or
Yeah.
die type of friends. So
Mm-hmm.
that, and yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm excited for us to grow independently, but
Mm-hmm.
grow at the
Mm-hmm.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready to get this year going. I honestly love New Year's, and I'm not necessarily like I used to be one of those people where it's like my New Year resolution, right, or whatever the term is this, and then you go for it. You go for it for like a month or two or whatever. Um, I used to be like that, but now it's just like I like New Year's not to necessarily set new goals, but like to use as a type of measurement. And yeah, it's nice to give it a vibe. Like this year, I'm gonna be positive and stuff like that. But a lot of it is like just continuing to do what I am doing now, continuing to be myself, and yeah. So
Exactly.
I like New Year's.
I
I
agree.
like
I like
years.
that. I like what you said, because it's not like about like having a completely radical change, because then you're just gonna stick to it for a little bit. But this is like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the goals that we've had, and then you just kind of like add a
Exactly.
little bit more,
Yeah.
like push it or change the direction a little bit. But yeah,
Exactly.
I,
Yeah, because like just a quick example would be, for example, with my book, with Child's Play. I mean, that's been a goal. First of all, for publishing it, I had that goal for maybe like 2 or 3 years about the whole idea of publishing a book, and now I published it. But just because it's published doesn't mean that the idea and the goal of it is over. Now, maybe this year or later, I want to try to start marketing it, but it's the same goal or the same concept that I've had for a very long time. It's just that a new year or a new month or whatever, I'm trying to do a little bit more to what I've already been doing. Just adding on, it makes it a lot easier.
hmm I agree. I agree. Yeah, but all right.
Yeah,
I guess this is last episode of Endless Wonder
this
with
is it.
together.
It was fun, and I'm always down to do collaborations or anything in the future. I love collaborations. So,
For sure.
all right, everyone. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're excited as well for 2021. 2020 was crazy and scary, but we're still here. I want to keep pushing. Please feel free to continue watching, even though Endless Wonder might be over on YouTube. This YouTube channel will still be going on, and I'll explain that in a different video. So that would be it. Farewell, everyone.
All right. Bye, everybody.